princess.
She got the first opportunity to be in Biggie's house. She spent 21 days, 3 weeks. 5 years later, she is now back again as a star to participate in All Stars Eviction, and she just spent 14 days. Who do her this thing? I remember that Alex once told her, "You are not just doing anything." And we, the viewers, has already concluded that she is a piece of furniture in Biggie's house. So her eviction was expected. It is another Sunday Live eviction show, and the show commences as usual by 7 p.m. And just like Ebuka reminded us last week, that this time around, it is not his duty for him to evict the housemate that is being nominated for possible eviction. According to Ebuka, that after the voting result is out, that the least voted housemate's name will be handed over to the eviction juries. They will be the one that will determine the particular housemate that will be evicted. And on today's eviction juries is Bisola from Bbnaija Season 2 Sigube. The next eviction jury is Mike from Bbnaija Season 4 Pepperdam, and he was the first runner-up. In fact, what happened today is that they selected the first runner-up from the different season. The first runner-up from Sigube, the first runner-up from Pepperdam Season 4, and also the first runner-up from Season 5 Lockdown Season. I love how they just appear on stage, and Ebuka interviewed them. They told us how they have been doing well ever since they finished their own participation in their previous seasons, and they were asked to move to the arena. And while they were in the arena, the eviction result came out, and it was handed over to a ninja, and the ninja now moved to the arena to hand it over to them. Then the eviction jury, consisting of Bisola, Mike, and Dorothy, will now decide the particular housemate that will be evicted. Oh wow! Do you know that if this particular eviction was done the usual way, she would have been the particular housemate that is already on his way home to meet his wife and his son. Alias, the juries favored him. Now, let's just unpack tonight's live eviction show. Before I do that, let me quickly remind you all that this is the voice of the Commander-in-Chief of Armed Forces of all the entire occurrences of the ongoing Bbnaija Season 8 Teamed All-Stars. As usual, my only primary assignment is to always summarize all the occurrence that has occurred, occurring occurrence that might bet for the occurrences. Live show has started. As usual, Ebuka appeared on the stage looking pink. He recognized the headline sponsors and every other sponsors. The recap of the weekly activities, such as the head of the house challenge, block envelope challenge, the pool party, Saturday night party, the sponsor tax, and every dramas within the week was shown to us. Then Ebuka has to go and chat with the housemate. In no particular order, Ebuka interacted with the entire housemate, and first, he started with KIDDWAYA. He now congratulates KIDDWAYA for winning the head of the house for week 2, asking KIDDWAYA what has changed so far for him. KIDDWAYA accepted, say, this time around that he is rugged, that he seemed to understand that everybody is playing game. So he is of the opinion that if you want us to play this game, he plays this game. So he does not send anybody's character based on saying the very first time that he was in Biggie's house, he was like that. But this time around that he is in for the 120 million. Now Ebuka now asked Bbnaija about what happened to the coven of the alliance that she wants to belong in. Of course, we remember that particular coven that consists of Princess, I think DOYIN was there, I think ILEBAYE was there, I think who was the guy that was in their midst again? Somebody should remind me, KIDDWAYA. And she was like, there was no coven, that there was no alliance, that she's just getting to know everybody. Trust Ebuka now. He just pressurized Bbnaija, and Bbnaija insisted that there is no alliance. And that was just it. And that was how she just escaped that. Then Ebuka asked CEEC, no vessel, what is happening between you and Parent? I just noticed that you guys are not talking. After you people had just talked for the first 2 or 3 days the show begins, CEEC accepted that she was the one that told Parent to stop talking to her based on what happened between her and Alex. Now, Ebuka asked Parent, is it so? And Parent was like, CEEC said that I should stop talking to her, then I have to oblige. Then again, she now walked up to me in the kitchen and now told me that if you want us to have a conversation, that I am available. And they had a conversation. Ever since then, everybody has been on their own. Perry now went on to say that according to talks here and there in the house, that she said that she is not happy that Perry did not side her CC when she now had a fight with Alex. Oh, but Shebi Perry don't talk, waiting that is meant to be spoken in public in general. Now, Ebuka also asked Angel, I have noticed that you have not spoken to Cross. Why? Angel was like, yes, so I have not, and there is no problem. And there is also commercial break here and there. Then it is time for the eviction.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
His big brother.
Meanwhile, Meanwhile, after the juries appeared on the stage, just like I stated earlier, they were moved to the arena. Now they bring the envelope that containing the name of the housemate that had to be evicted, and the names were taken to them in the arena. They now decided to nominate the housemates that they want to leave Biggie's house among the 3 list housemates. And they just wrote it on the board and returned it to Ebuka after commercial breaks here and there. The name of the housemate that is to be evicted in the ongoing Bbnaija All-Stars edition is Princess. Yes, it was expected. Mike has been watching this show. Bisola is too. And Dorothy is too, because I remember that when Ebuka asked Bisola her judgment on the show so far, she said, hey, drama here and there, that even if you just want to maintain the new person that you are, that Biggie's house knows a way to bring out the drama in you. And Dorothy just used one word, chaotic, and Mike was like, the drama is too much. So if it's what they have observed, you can see, say, Princess contributed in none of these attributes, so she just have to come and go, and that was how she was evicted. It was just her innocence for me.
Princess, you have 10 seconds to leave the Big Brother house.
For the fact that Princess do not even know what to do next. Even when Big Brother now told her that she just have less than 10 seconds to leave the house, she was just there. That was when people now remember that they used to hug themselves and now wish themselves well. And that was when she was not telling Doyin that I have things in my closet, I have things in the washing machine, please just help me and arrange all of them. And she just left. And she now came on stage and Ebuka interviewed her. She was like, there is nothing there. When Ebuka asked her about whatsoever that it is between her new and Ure, and Ebuka gave her opportunity for her to run adverts on her business, and it is the end of the journey for Princess. The first time she came, she spent 3 weeks. She came back again and spent 2 weeks. Biggie, so he take the apologize, because she told Ebuka before she made her way into Biggie's house that Biggie called to apologize. Biggie, if not so 2 weeks apology, they apologize, please avoid me. The God that did it for Princess, please, I don't want to. And that was when they now show us the list housemates. And their names are Ike, Sheyi, and Princess. And guess what? Ike was above Princess, followed by Sheyi. Oh, Sheyi, you have escaped. The one we can't pay me none of these things. What's the way Sheyi can't carry himself? Like saying that he gets the most huge fan base. So nigga, you don't even get anybody where they vote for you aside your wife and your son. If you did not win the head of the house tomorrow, or if you did not win that black envelope challenge, trust me, if you come up again and again, or let's say the juries that is going to come, if it's not going to be the same juries, might not favor you, because I am yet to see exactly what you are actually doing in this house, aside bad mouthing and talking down on the parents of most of all these ladies. Now Princess is gone. The entire housemates are now down to 19. Who is next? Remember, if they are going to repeat exactly what they did in week 2, that means another 16 housemates will be up for possible eviction. The remaining 3 will be the winner of the head of the house, the person that will find the black envelope, and finally the particular housemate that will have the highest vote, when the housemate will be asked to go into the diary room for them to choose a particular housemate that they will pardon. You see, this week go tough from the head of the house challenge and also from the black envelope challenge, because nobody just wants to go home. Let's see how it is going to play out. And while they are concluding tonight's eviction show, CEEC and ILEBAYE has reconciled. I was like, They have had a conversation. CEEC apologized, ILEBAYE apologized, DOYIN apologized, ILEBAYE apologized. Princess is no longer there because she has been evicted. And it was just the way they were all blaming it on alcohol. CEEC has already told ILEBAYE that if you were to be disqualified, say that she's going to live with that all her life, because her conscience going to prick her, and she might even end up saying that she's gonna leave. This one, that one. And while they were having the conversation, I think Neil came around and CEEC and Neil trashed their issue. And CEEC was like, I'm not angry with whatever they said that you said, because we already have this conversation. I am so happy, but not happy that DOYIN, ILEBAYE, and CEEC has reconciled. This time around, they are now advising her for her not to just do farm, because she do him is going to be automatic disqualification, because she's just surviving on a strike. I know say husbands are just here to trigger her. The point is that the person that will trigger her will not be the person that we are not expected. I see she said that one particular friend of DOYIN said while she was in the closet that she does not understand why people think that toxic behaviors pay. See that person will talk that thing, she'll be the one that will be triggered next. Though I don't know the person, but I see that happening. Now in the comment section, do share your thoughts. Do Princess deserve the eviction, or do you think that the juries favored she? Or do you think that these eviction juries are going to favor people that we are not supposed to be favored? Share your thoughts with me. And if this is the first time ever you are coming across my channel, please do not leave without publicly promoting and publicizing my channel by simply clicking on the red icon down below to subscribe to my channel, and also to endeavor to turn on the notification bell that is right beside the subscribe button for you not to miss out once I upload any interesting fresh gist that has to do with ongoing Big Brother Naija season 18 All Stars. As an entertainer, it's always my pleasure to entertain you guys with entertaining entertainment and